the Vibe Check.
You are listening to the Vibe Check podcast with Steven, Surfer Dude, Solomon. Close your eyes, take a breath, let your troubles unwind. Steven's soothing voice will surely ease your troubled mind. Tune in, let the gentle melodies unfold as his words guide you to a place that's rich as gold.
Tonight the vibes are in the sky. I'm high as a kite with Steven enjoying life.
Tune in and let your calmness embrace as we transport you to a real serene space. Unwind, relax, let your spirit ignite in this chill podcast where tranquility takes flight.
Tonight the vibes are in the sky. I'm high as a kite with Steven enjoying life.
Like, what's going on, dudes? My name's Steven, dude, or Surfer Dude. What's going on? Welcome to episode number 15, dudes, to the wonderful and beautiful and awesome Vibe Check podcast, dudes. Like I said right before we get this started, dude, I love all of you broski dudes. I love the support, like always, man. And like, let's get into this like awesome and beautiful podcast, man, with some special guests of mine. These are the owner and co-owner of Arcade Bar down at the pier. If you guys haven't, if you guys been living in a rock, this is an opportunity for you to, pop your little heads out of the rocks, man. Like, what's going on, dudes? Tell the beautiful viewers about your guys' self. Whoever wants to start this off.
I'll kick it off. My name's Gregor Fane. I been living in Los Santos for over a year now, and yeah, proud owner of the arcade bar, as you mentioned, and member of the firm, as you might know, living down at the casino. Other than that, what do I do? Yeah, that's a whole lot about it, actually. Yeah.
Hardy, dude, you wanna introduce yourself, dude?
Yeah. My name is Aria. I am the co-owner of the arcade bar with Mr. Vane. I am a member of the firm also. Well, what to tell about me? Honestly, not much. I'm an open book. I've lived in Los Santos since December-ish, I guess. Yeah, it's been pretty good. Living the life.
Oh yeah, of course, dudes. But let's get into like the meat of this awesome and beautiful podcast. But how like what was this concept of the arcade bar? Like, how did you guys acquire or acquire the arcade bar in itself?
Um, the arcade bar has been ran through a couple of my friends before the recession. Um, they left the city and they left the arcade bar to me. I took over and been running it ever since the recession, really. And yeah, that's how I acquired it. And then, well, since we're together, we acquired it, I guess. Um, yeah, that's basically how we got the arcade bar. It's like basically bought it off of the old owner, and I now own it.
Oh, okay. Just to try to like get a little bit of little deets on that. Was it like one of those cases? You can answer this, you cannot answer this. I don't want her to give you like the laser eye, but did you tell her about the business before you bought it, or did you just buy it and then tell her afterwards? I'm just wondering.
I kind of just bought it and told her afterwards.
Yeah, I didn't know
But
about it
yeah, not really. It was like something that was going on, like um,
before we
I,
met.
yeah, before we met, before we were really together, in a sense.
I was actually working for him before I became co-owner.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely makes. So what is like, you want to give a little bit of like, details, cuz you, like you said, you acquired the arcade bar before the or after the recession in itself, of course. And
Yeah.
what's been going on with the arcade bar, like, you know what I mean, like in a sense of like openage and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like what's going on with the arcade bar and like itself from the recession till now, kind of thing.
Yeah, so you might have noticed as well, like very recently, we got a lot of games and cool new stuff at the arcade bar. We try to keep it open a lot of the time. Um, the so that's a good thing about the arcade. It's basically always open. Anyone can always come down, play the video games, and go to the shooting range and you know pop some balloons or shoot some targets. Like you can always do that. Like enjoy the Ferris wheel, go on a roller coaster ride. Like it's always available to anyone. Um, when we open it up, we have an avenue of um, the things we sell as well, like our booster boxes with the Pokemon cards, so you can collect your Pokemon cards. We do have our beer pong cups now, chess, checkerboards. Like that's what we are able to sell when we're actually down there. Um, we try to be there a lot of the time. Like we normally just hang out there and have the boys come down and just have it for people to be a place to hang.
Oh yeah, of course, dude. So I'm just gonna gather this as a, outside surfer perspective. So it's one of those cases where like anyone can play the games. It's just more of a sense that you guys just provide with like when you guys, are around and like, you guys just, have exclusive stuff, pretty much what I'm guessing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So my question I gotta ask, and I know a lot of the broskies that, have not been living under a rock, that have been checking out the pier in itself. Um, I've been hearing that some people have had a little bit of a couple scares. If you wanna touch on that with the whole one of the games, if you know what I'm gesturing at, for what you mainlanders call it, with the shooting game. If you know what I'm talking about with the
Yeah,
targets.
no, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, you're running down the pier and all of a sudden you just hear shots yakking off. Yeah, we kind of had to get used to it ourselves, to be honest. Like it's a loud game, but people enjoy it. People start to know and get familiar with it. So, and the people that you know, like you said, don't live under a rock, know it's there, know it's loud, and know what's going on. It's also a gun sound that you don't typically hear in Los Santos. Like you might know, like Los Santos can be quite a violent city with a lot of gunshots everywhere, left, right, and center. But these aren't the type of gunshots you would normally hear around the city. So if you like have a keen ear for it, then you would know that it's not your typical gun.
Oh yeah, of course. Which I'm just gonna progress to the viewers that are out there. We're talking about there is a game that the actual like weapons themselves are not like real. It's just more of a sense of
No.
simulation of them are very
Yeah.
loud, and it's something that cannot be corrected. Which that's why I just wanted to touch on it just a little bit so that people ain't like steer cleared away. Like, oh my God, like the pier's always no, no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not. It's
it's
not
just
that
a game.
case at all. Yeah, yeah. Pier's pretty quiet besides that game, but
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
or people are yelling about top scores with how it goes. But with that being said, though,
Yeah.
dudes, what I've kind of touched with these broskies a little bit when I was hanging out when all the new stuff came around. I've been hearing you guys are possibly doing like thinking about doing some events, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm like
Yeah.
hitting rubbing elbows with trying to get some deets, for this wonderful beautiful podcast, of course.
Yeah, no, no, no. Like, I've been trying to look in getting a software update for most of the games where I'm able to reset the leaderboards, so we can, as you might know, at what is it up north, Mojitos, with the bull riding.
Yes.
Um, yeah, so they can they can play their game and like reset the board, so they can just wipe it clean. I kind of want that for these games as well, so we can start organizing like tournaments or events where we can just do a bang a beaver night where the winner that gets the highest score after like a time limit, and they can win a nice little prize or something, you know?
Oh yeah, dude. No, that definitely makes sense. It's one of those cases to where it's an idea that I feel could be really cool.
It'd be
To
Yeah,
beneficial for sure.
definitely. Yeah, and like have a couple of chess boards and host a chess tournament or something if people are interested in that, like something like that.
I'm
oh
trying to
yeah,
get our TVs working again so that we can play a Pokemon movie and stuff too, so we can have Pokemon trading nights.
oh yeah, I definitely feel that one. Yeah, definitely. Well, with this being said and stuff like that, what's cause we've kind of, I feel like the whole event thing was kind of like touching on it, but do you guys have like any like future plans whatsoever, like what you guys are looking for when it comes to the awesome and beautiful arcade bar down at the pier?
Um, we're kind of starting. Oh well, that's an idea that we have, and that we're gonna have to work out. But we kind of want to get a cooperation with like a food business, so we can start selling food and drinks. Say like Luchetti's or Beam Machine, and have a little collaboration with them, so they can sell our Pokemon cards and we sell their food, something like that. So when, for example, Beam Machine or Luchetti's isn't open, then we can still sell their food, and
It benefits us both.
yeah, benefits both, and
We put
like
ourselves out there,
yeah, put a little
helping a
marketing out there for the
business.
both as well.
Oh yeah, of course, of course. You have any other future plans you guys are cooking up, or is that pretty much the wraps up?
Well, with the events that we want to do and the food, it basically sums it up a great deal as for the business. It is going in a very good direction now with like the new games, and yeah, it's been booming. So we kind of want to just pull through with it and keep it going in the right direction it's going right now.
Oh yeah, of course, of course. I'm just gonna like.
Hopefully, in the foreseeable future, we have our own food. That would be really nice. So that's why we need to just go with it, kick some butt, and help other businesses out while we can.
Oh yeah, of course, of course. That's how it is around here, man. We just try to, or myself especially, I try to, spread the love as best I can, 'cause you know how it goes. These streets are pretty tough. They're pretty cold sometimes.
Yeah.
And but yeah, to touch on to the broskies that of course are. I'm not making fun of the broskies that live under the rock, but I feel like you need to start crawling out of the rock a little bit more and take a little peeksy down at the down there at the pier and stuff like that with a new, shooting game, balloon darts, claw machine with,
Get all
plushies.
the plushies,
Nine, yeah, nine plushies that are pretty radical, rares and common ones, and some of the other Bang a Beaver. That's a pretty good one. I've heard that the competitive
air
scene,
hockey.
air hockey as well for your brohams. There's quite a bit of boards. There's quite a bit of air hockey tables down there. Jeez.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
they added a couple.
Yeah, like there's a lot. There's like there's actually quite a bit of a handful and stuff like that. That and then the old like the stuff that's always been there. The roller coasters and like all that stuff, man. It's pretty good
Yeah, and
entertainment.
don't forget the arcade games. Like you can play, I don't know, like 15 different type of games on the arcade machines.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's so much like it's one of those cases. I'm just just elbowing to the the beautiful wonderful brohams that have that little let's just say like the spark of interest for another broham. Just saying, I feel like it'd be a pretty good, date night thing or something like that. I'm just
Could
saying,
be
not forcing people. I'm just saying, just throwing out some little
big
ideas for
beautiful
some
single down there.
brohams, or yeah, or just to chill. I think when it all came down, like there were so many people. Like I was down there for a couple hours, just running into all kinds of people. There's just people just chilling or, doing whatever. But yeah, with that being said, though, if you guys don't have anything else, I think we could put a little wraps up on this beautiful, wonderful, and awesome podcast
Oh, of
episode.
course.
Yeah, I want to thank you for having us. It was
Oh
great.
yeah, no, it's always a pleasure to, you know, get a different perspective of, you know, individuals with their businesses, and, you know, try to get the story out there to the brohams and out there. But with that being said, though, dudes, I'm gonna put a, you know, rapsies on this awesome and beautiful episode. Episode number 15. Goal is to get to 100 brohams. I ain't gonna lie, dudes, it's gonna be a tough road, but I'm pretty confident that at some point or another, the grind, and I will make it to the top like always, dude. You know, just to give it a little rapsy up as well to any brohams that or any other businesses that do want to be or do want to sponsor any kind of episodes for my beautiful and wonderful podcast, like me giving a little advertisement, I will be currently accepting advertisement payments, which would be 5K for, and you sit there and wonder, oh, 5K. It's like, well, keep in mind, I'll have your business logo on one of my beautiful posters that I do make for every episode that I do. And I will be giving your business a shout out in the episode near the end or in the beginning of the episode to, you know, stir up some business, or if you want to, you know, ask me what you want me to say, pretty much. With that, also as well, you know, if you want to be a part of an episode whatsoever for your business or anything else like that, please get a hold of me via text, or if I'm not available through text, you know, just go down to the beach and just try to find the broham with the surfboard, you know, because I'm always down there, you know, surfing it up like always, dude. But with that being said, dudes, I love you all, dudes. You all have a peace and lovely and awesome day, dudes. Like, see you later. Peace and love, dudes. Bye, dudes. Bye. See you later.